I didn't check to see if we had... See if we had enough time on this card, because we haven't looked in like 4 weeks. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. It's All Fish and Ships, the podcast. My name is Thor. It's the number one podcast in the universe. And this is episode 150. Bum, 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 bum. I got sound effects. I don't know if they're any good or not. Here it is, yeah. Episode 150 of the podcast. 150 down, 7,721 to go. It's a prediction. Sitting across the table with me, not wearing anything branded, which may be the first time I've ever seen in my entire life. Just a black plain t-shirt. We got Bubby. Howdy. And then she's back. You've missed her. And you're so glad she's here. We've got Amanda live in studio.
Hi.
Hi, Amanda. How's things?
Fine.
Okay. Bubby, did you have a good Memorial Day?
Sure.
Did you have a Memorial Day?
Yeah, we went to the park and played.
Okay. Did you take Parker with you?
Theme park. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He rode the roller coaster. It's going out this year after the end of the year.
Yeah. Had a good time.
Yep.
And
road train.
I'm always surprised by Parker. I'm going to be honest with you. Like things I would think he wouldn't want to do, he does. And then things I think he would want to do, he doesn't. So he's a man of mystery.
Yeah. Got to catch him on a good day.
Right. My wife has asked, when will he begin his new job?
That's a good question.
Oh,
I kind of like to know that myself.
Oh, is there controversy?
We just don't have paperwork in yet.
Okay. So they haven't said, here's your official start date yet.
No.
All right. Gotcha. Tropical weather on the 8th. It's warming back up. It's still a little rainy out there, but not terrible. So
at least it's warm.
It's warming. We're officially into like spring. My grass is like 700 foot tall. I had to mow it because it was getting out of control. Amanda, what you got going on? Anything fun? Anything you got plans coming up? I know you're going to be out for a little while.
I don't have anything.
Oh, I thought you were traveling.
I don't want to talk to you about it.
Okay. Well, that's fine then. I didn't want to talk about it anyway. I took a day off from work here this last week. Very exciting for me. I have not taken off any time from work since Christmas, so it was nice to have an extra day off. Just kind of
sleep in.
Tried.
It's not good at your age to change your sleep pattern.
Oh, let me tell you now. My natural sleep pattern is nowhere near my like daily sleep pattern. I would go to bed at 2 a.m. every morning if I was just allowed to go to bed when I wanted to.
As long as you do it consistently.
Yeah, I don't.
It's fine.
I don't.
Then don't change it. Do what you got to do every day.
And sleep till like 10, yeah.
10? All right.
Yeah. But instead, so we got the wife's windshield fixed. Okay.
I drove by the day they were out here fixing it.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, saw it.
Okay, so you know how late that guy was here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I finally was like, I'm just getting it fixed. We got to have a car. My car is not reliable enough to be the main form of transportation that this household uses. So I get online. I'm going to just call Safe Life. I'm sure Safe Light. I'm sure it's going to be like 4 weeks before they can get out here, but I'm just going to figure it out. So I go on the app and it goes, we can get out there today if you want us to. And I was like, oh no, it's Wednesday and I'm at work. So no. I was like, but I'll be off on Friday. So come out on Friday. And they said, okay, we'll be there between noon and 5 o'clock. And I was like, perfect. That's a giant window that I just have to sit here and wait.
Huge.
Your dumbasses, but all right. And SafeLight loves to text you. They have texted me probably 25 times in this endeavor here just to say, hey, we got your windshield ordered. Shouldn't see it. Don't have any problems. Should be there. Then, hey, you guys coming out today? And hey, you guys going to be out there at 4. Then the guy calls, hey, I'm not going to be out there at 4 because it's raining a little bit, so I'll come out after my next appointment. Then, hey, you guys coming? Then, hey, your guys here. Then, hey, you guys started working on your thing. And they just keep texting you. And then when they're done, hey, you're done. Hey, this. Hey, you want to do a survey?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to do this? Here's your receipt. Hey, this. I'm like, Safe Light, I'm going to have to block you at some point. We are not friends. So he shows up. So first of all, he was going to be here, but then it was raining, just sprinkling a little bit. He goes, I can't do it when it's raining, so I'll do this other one, then I'll come with it. He goes, can you drive to my shop? And I'm like, no, that is the problem. That's why you're supposed to come here. So he shows up. He goes, all right, I'm going to get started. Should be good to go. Give him the keys. He gets to going. I look out there about 45 minutes later, and that dude is struggling to get that windshield off. Like he is like having some difficulties. And then about 20 minutes later, I hear bang, 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 and he's out there and he's got a vacuum, like a shop vac, and he's just beating the shit out of it because it was not. He's taking it apart and he's like checking in the hose and he's putting it back together.
Oh, because it's not sucking.
It's just not sucking. Whatever's going on there. And he takes the filter off and he messes with that, puts it back together. Nothing. No. He goes around and around. But he did clean up all the glass out of the car, so
that's good.
bonus there. So then I go out and check out so he started like 5:30ish, and it's like getting close to 7, and he's still out there. I'm like, so I could just go check on him. Everything good? He goes, yeah, I'm just getting ready to calibrate everything. So because I've got one of those cameras that like your car will, you know how when you get close to the car in front of you, it'll slow you down if you got cruise control kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's a camera there that's attached to the windshield, so he's got to recalibrate all that. So he sets this all up, and he's got this whole big rig. He's got a big light box that he puts out there, and he's got an arm that goes over top of the car that's on 2 stands. Then he's got little like QR coded like little things that he sets by the wheels so that he knows where those things are. And he's out there doing his thing. And he's got a thing plugged into the car, and he's got a computer, and he's tippity tapping and doing all kind of stuff. And he's out there for a while. And then he rings the doorbell. He goes, hey. It's getting real dark out here. Do you have a work light or anything? I'm like, no, unfortunately, I don't have a work light, and there's no light where that thing is parked.
Porch light.
Yeah, that's the best I can do for you. He goes, okay, and he looks across the street, and he goes, hey, can we go park it under that light over there? And I'm like, sure, I'll drive it over. So he gets it over there. He then walks all that stuff over. I give him a hand, and it carries it all over there, sets it all up again. He's over there, tingity-dang-tang, chick, tapey. And then, like, I see him just go, I'm watching him, and he just puts his hands up in the air, and he goes, he starts packing it all up. And I'm like, that's not a good sign. And so I go over to check on him, and he's like, yeah, it's just too dark. I can't get enough light to do this. He goes, I thought I could beat the light, but I can't. So you'll have to call and take it into the shop, and they can do it for you. They're real easy. It's not a big deal. I'm like, fine, that's fine. So Saturday morning, I'm going to sleep in. This is my chance to sleep in finally. 7:45 in the morning, Safe Light calls. Hey, you want to bring that car in? I'm like, and I just woke up from a dead sleep. What? You get your car calibrated. You want to do that today? I'm like, sure. And he goes, just bring it on by anytime. We'll get you taken care of. I'm like, okay. And I just hang up. Like, I'm not even like dealing with this. So then I got to get up and I get dressed. I'm like, I'm just going to take it over there and get this done with. So I drive all the way out there. And the little dude's like, okay, it looks like you already paid, so we'll get you in there as soon as you can. Text message, pa-ting. 10 minutes later, like 5 minutes later, pa-ting, another text message. Hey, we're taking your car back. Pa-ting. Hey, we charged your card again. I'm like, and I look at the card. They hadn't charged it again. And they're like, pa-ting. Okay, now we're done. Pa-ting. All right, your car's ready to be picked up. And they just keep, and I'm sitting in, like the dude is like 4 foot from me in their little waiting room. And I'm like, you just tell me these things. You don't have to send me all these texts. But we get done with the texts, and I go out and get the car, and everything's good to go. It's still dented as hell, but
yeah,
at least it's drivable now. So Safe Light did what they promised to do. Like $906 later.
What?
Yeah, it ain't cheap. It's that calibration is like $350 by itself. Insurance company's going to pay it, but now I got to take it into the other place and have them look at it and see if they're going to total it or not. So
insurance,
yeah, because they're going to send them another proposal now because the car place that's actually going to do the work is going to write up another estimate and send it to my insurance company, and then they're going to look at that one and then decide if that's too much money, and then they'll decide whether they want to total it or actually pay it off. And there's stuff they missed. Like I just noticed yesterday when I was taking the dogs for a run that the whole back windshield wiper is just gone. I was like, oh, there used to be a thing here, but it's not here no more.
The arm's gone?
Yeah, the arm's gone. You got hit by hail and
hailstone,
hailstone or anything. So
hail.
So anyway, that's what I got going on. All right, it's episode 150, kids. Who thought we were making this far? Amanda, did you think we were going to hit 150 episodes?
I don't think I thought about it.
Just like, just see. I honestly thought, like when we started this, I was like, if we get to 50, we'll probably have done pretty good. Like that's a lot of, and that's when we were doing like every other week. So that was like, that's 100 weeks worth of podcasts. And I was like, if we do that, we will accomplish something.
Yeah.
And now 150 in, we're just like, we keep showing up. People keep listening. So
do you have any analytics?
I have some. Sure. What would you like to know, Bubby?
How many are watching? How many views do we get?
We get, so our highest podcast has like 280, 300 people have listened to it. It's the ones you think it would be too. It's like, well, except for one, Church Clap. The episode Church Clap, for some reason, is like our highest rated episode. I have no idea why.
Because people think it's part of the song or church scandal.
Or church scandal. Or somebody got clap at church. Yeah, maybe. And then the Malort episode and a lot of booze episodes. They love booze episodes. The Malort, the Puddin', Moonshine. Those are all high, top tier. We still got a lot of people from around the world listening. Australia, I think our Australian friend is listening in to us every once in a while. So that's good. And then like Thailand's been big here recently for some reason. We're big in Thailand.
Because of all the snacks we ate
maybe
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you missed out
Last
on
week.
Snack Box, Amanda. It was 50-50. Some of them were all right, and there was some terribleness in there.
I took the chips home, and Parker tried one and did not like it. Ended up throwing them away.
They're like super spicy chips. So 150 episodes in, just kind of reminiscing a little bit. It's been fun. We've lost some people along the way, but that's fine. They make their own decisions in this world. We've made some new friends. So here's the next 150, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Update on your back. How's it?
Oh, back's good. That thing chunked into place. I haven't had a problem since. Like I can move. I can do the twist. Chubby Chucker would be very proud of me. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Now I will say this. Have you had at your house or in your life or wherever, just one day you wake up and something that was working fine the day before is just broken? Like you get up and you're like, oh, that thing doesn't work or is now doing a thing it shouldn't do. And nothing happened between the last time I saw this and now, but it's just decided it's not going to work anymore.
Yeah, usually it has to do with my foot or ankle or...
Oh, Bubby's going
like
Bobby
that.
parts. I was thinking...
I didn't know what you were talking about.
I'm thinking just like around the house.
Oh,
or like...
I thought you were talking about your body.
No. I wake up every morning and something's like cricked up and like...
That's what I thought you were asking.
Twisted up. No, I was talking about just in general. Okay. Just like around the house, work, anything like that.
Not yet. Knock on wood.
Okay. Amanda?
I mean, other than like a light bulb going out.
Right.
No.
I woke up the Sunday morning and the faucet in my bathroom is just running. Just the cold water's just going. Just drip, 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 drip.
Didn't you recently replace that?
Nope. That is original to the house.
Oh.
It is the only gold fixture. So all the fixtures in this house were gold when we moved in.
Huh.
And my wife was not a fan of that. So we have slowly replaced them. But that one in the bathroom, for whatever reason, has just not been, I haven't bothered with. Because
It was the kitchen you replaced.
the kitchen I have replaced. That one, the squirter broke. And then it barely let any water out of the faucet at some point. It had just gotten so corroded up with.
I just replaced our kitchen one this last week. It was a pain in the butt.
The kitchen one is the worst one, I think, because you have so much crap under there to begin with.
Yeah.
So now you got to clear all that out.
Yep.
And then it's not easy to get to because that cabinet is bigger than it needs to be. And so you have to climb in there and then it's way up above your head.
Yep.
And it's behind, like, the sink is deep.
Right.
So you got to, like,
behind the sink.
you got to snake your hand up there and get those nuts off. And one of those is always just corroded on.
Yes. One was not, one was. So I had to use a Dremel to actually cut higher than the bolt to get.
Oh, did you now?
Cut it off.
You just cut that bad boy free, did you?
It wasn't that easy.
No, I can't imagine that was.
I totally broke the Dremel
Oh, like the tool itself?
Yeah, the axle part that spins.
Uh-huh.
Broke it. Had to go buy a new one. And then while I was buying a new one, I bought some new cutting discs.
Uh-huh.
Ones that have fiber in it and supposed to last longer and they're a little bit
poop
wider.
better.
Yeah, sure. And so I used that and that cut like a champ. But it was a pain. So hard.
So I've got this sink one upstairs now that I got to do. Now, luckily, it's all flex hose up to it. So in theory, if I can get those two nuts off, I can just pull the whole thing up through the base and just swap that thing out.
As long as your hose that you're buying on your new reaches all the way down.
Oh no, I'm reusing those flex hoses.
Oh, at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's even easier. But mine wasn't like that for the kitchen.
Was it hard piped?
No. Well, it was different up at the faucet than down at the connection. Connection was normal, standard, but my new faucet it was a pull out kind.
Yeah.
So it's got the hoses already in it.
Gotcha.
And the connections, and so you had to put that down the hole, but it didn't reach all the way down to the connections on the floor.
Gotcha.
Of the cabinet. So I had to go buy extensions.
Right. Screw those up.
Yeah, and so add that and that.
Yeah.
Adds even more hose.
Yeah, because you make like 6 trips to Home Depot.
2 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put one of those ones with the pull out thing in the basement in like the mop sink down there. First of all, way easier to do in the mop sink because there's no back or bottom to it at all. You can just reach around and put that thing in. But the hose part of it just has like a lead weight on it.
Right.
Does yours have that?
It's a weight. I don't know what it's made of, but it was heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just put that on there and it just yanks that thing back down like whenever you pull it out.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know how that's how that was. I figured there was some sort of real mechanism or something, but nah. They just stick a big old weight on it and yank it down through the faucet. So so anyway, now I got to replace the one upstairs. So but I hate that kind of stuff. Where you go out in your car and there's just a light on in your car and you're like, that wasn't here yesterday. Why are we decided to just have this light on now? So
that's weird.
Yeah, my wife. Oh, before I got the sensors fixed, that car had like 50 lights on. It was like ridiculous. It was like all this stuff is broken, and I don't know what to do about it. And I'm like, we're taking you to get that settled down. We'll get there.
Google.
No, it was the because they had to calibrate the car.
Oh, gotcha.
Until he got the calibration done, it had like all these warnings. It was real mad.
Oh, okay.
It's like, no, I don't know where I am. I don't know what's around me. I don't know how to fix any of this.
This camera doesn't work.
This camera doesn't work. Please, just don't drive this car. It's a death trap. And I was like, okay, I just got to get to Nixa, and they'll fix it for me. So those dudes were working. So they had so many cars there too.
I'm surprised they got you in then.
I know. Well, the guy who came out, this was his like 12th job of the day. He said he had started and he was working like 6 days a week. And I was like, that seems like a lot. He goes, it pays pretty good. I was like, all right.
Well, yeah, when he takes 7 hours to do your job.
I know, right? Well, you got to do what you got to do. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure some of them jobs is easy. Like you price the one in the Kia. I bet that takes like 20 minutes because there's nothing fancy attached to that thing. Like it's just glass. We'll just stick this right in here. We're off to the races. I don't have to calibrate squat.
Nope.
I think there might be like a satellite antenna that's part of my windshield, but I haven't used that ever. So I don't know the last time they replaced it, if they hooked that up or not. I've never hit that satellite button, so I don't know.
On the radio, I've listened to mine. It's when I used to have Sirius.
Yeah.
When I first bought my vehicle.
Yeah, you get that like 2 years for free.
Yeah.
Man, that car you're driving now has probably got the satellite radio running, doesn't it?
I pay for satellite radio.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so when you get different vehicles, you can transfer your satellite?
I can listen to it through my phone.
Oh, through your phone. You Bluetooth. Okay.
Yeah.
We had that for something we're paying for. Said, hey, we'll give you 3 free months of Sirius satellite radio. And they go, you can use it on the app on your phone. I'm like, sure, we'll play that game. And I opened that thing like 4 times, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't do this.
Well, it would come in handy in her case. She gets lots of rental cars.
Yeah.
I probably listen to it like 6 hours a day. So.
Oh, you listen to it at work and stuff as well? You got the satellite going?
Why wouldn't I?
I just listen to podcasts.
It's cheapest subscription I have. I mean, I don't have very many, but it's not expensive by
Right.
any means.
What's the most expensive subscription you've had? I know what mine is.
Probably vitamins for my dog.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
It's not that expensive, but I don't
Chewy?
I don't
Yeah,
have a lot.
I was gonna say now that you said that, the Chewy box that comes with all all of Dudley's medicines is probably a very expensive box. I don't pay that one. I was just thinking we had the it's the one where they have all the classes, master class. That one there, it's like $100 a year. That's the most expensive one that I had. Well, I guess that's not true because like Netflix is like $15 a month now or whatever it is, and we're paying for that, so that probably adds up real quick over the course of a year. But at one time, the most I paid was like $100. What about you, Bubby? What's up?
I'm trying to think. One of mine just went up to like $20 something a month. Oh, my car wash.
What?
It's $25 a month now for one of those memberships.
Yeah. Let me ask you about this. How often do you actually take that car in to get washed?
About once a week.
Okay. So it's probably worth it then to have the membership if you're going to wash it that often.
Yeah, but it was $20. Now it's gone up $25.
Ask me the last time I had the Kia washed.
When have you had the Kia washed?
I cannot tell you.
Well, if you got it washed now, it'd fall apart.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing holding it together at this point. Because sure as hell ain't the paint anymore. I'm gonna guess it had to be when my wife had her old car. Because I know I took the Fiat through the car wash and it pulled off the spoiler on the back of the car, and I had to glue that back on. And that was the last time that thing went through the car wash. 'Cause I had to get a guy to come out and find the piece. Like this part's in there somewhere. I need you to find it and bring it back to me. And then now it's on the highway somewhere between here and Branson. But that car's gone, so whatever.
And Kathy's got a subscription or a membership too.
Oh,
for her car, but it's a different car wash. So
wait,
it's cheaper too.
hold on. You and your wife
Separate?
both have car wash memberships, but you could not agree on one car wash, and so are now have two different memberships.
Yeah.
At two different car washes.
Yes.
Well, it's not like they go together.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious though. What's the rub in your relationship here, Bubby? What was it about yours that she didn't like, or hers that you didn't like?
Hers doesn't offer that very many amenities, and this one offers more.
Okay, what kind of amenities am I getting at the car wash?
For the same price that I'm paying for hers, I'm also getting Armor All on my tires, or some kind of a shine, like at the end of the car wash. And then they have things like they have towels they provide for you to dry your cars free of charge.
Dry your own car.
Yeah,
they don't dry it for you.
No, they don't do that anymore. Any of them. Well, except maybe the one on South Campbell. I think they do but you have to purchase that as well.
Oh, you have to purchase the dry off feature?
Well, because it's part of vacuuming and stuff that they do for you.
Oh yeah, the one over there by the McDonald's on Campbell. Yeah, that's the one my wife goes to because they do have that where they take it, and they vacuum it all out and stuff.
And that's the only one that does that anymore, I think.
And it has the floor that rolls, so you put your car on there in front, and then it conveyors. But I've never seen it run. They always just drive the car in and clean it, and then drive the car out. And the dang conveyor belt is never running.
That's probably because they're never busy enough to do that.
Yeah, probably. Because that's getting expensive now. People ain't got no money no more. You got to pay $600 for groceries.
Cars backed up, then they would run that.
Right. I've never had a car wash membership, but that's fine. I barely take it to the car. And then I always get the cheap car wash too. Like, you want this premium ultra? No. Just knock the top layer of dirt off.
Right.
That's all I need out of life. I'm a simple man with a simple plan.
I like to keep my vehicles clean.
Now, when I had a work vehicle, if there had been one of those drive-through car washes that would have fit my old work vehicle, but it was too tall, it was 9 foot tall. It was one of those, it was a transit van.
Yeah.
I'd have definitely paid for that because I had to wash that thing a couple times, and it was a real pain in the ass to wash that thing. Because they don't want you driving around in a dirty truck, so you have to take it to the car wash that accepts credit cards, so you can use your work card with it.
Keep the receipt.
Keep the receipt. Definitely got to turn in that receipt. But I only know one here in town that takes credit cards. It's that one that has the dog wash as well over by.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Kansas Expressway.
Yeah, right on Kansas Expressway, right there before it hits
65.
James
River. Sorry.
Yeah, just past James River.
Yeah.
That one takes credit. One time I went there and whoever was before me like didn't hit the end button.
I had that happen too.
And so you roll up and it's just still free car wash. And you're like, okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna.
I was nice. I stopped it.
Oh, I washed the car that I stopped it. That was my fee
for stopping it.
For stopping it for him. Not let the next 100 people wash their car for free.
Right.
Because it just goes. It just it's a time thing, and it's just like I'll charge $1,000 as credit card.
Right.
I don't give a rat's ass. So I'm sure it times out at some point, like if you don't do anything. But
I don't know.
Okay.
I'd be scared to find out.
Right. Oh, with your credit card, yeah.
Get a bill, $500 car wash.
Right.
What?
Right. I just had one of my I got approved credit cards sometimes at work, and one of them had like 3 charges on it, and then the credit card lady was like, "Do you know what any of these are?" I was like, "No, I would also like to know what these 3 charges are." So I got to track down somebody and ask them what their charges are. I'm sure they're all
personal,
legit. Well, sometimes. Have you ever done that? Either put your personal stuff on the company card, or worse yet, put the company card stuff on your personal card?
No. I've accidentally pulled my business card out. No, nope, I can't use that one.
So my regular credit card and my business card look a lot alike. And I have accidentally put gas in the company vehicles before and had to turn the receipt and go, I'm going to need this money back.
This is not yours.
Yeah. Do you have to... You have to do that too, right?
What?
Company card. Mm-hmm. So it's a weird thing. Like my wife's old place of work, they didn't have company cards. Like nobody had a company card. So if you had to like travel, you had to put it all in your own credit card, and like hotel, flight, the whole 9 yards,
and then expense it back. And then like a month later, they would pay you back that money for the trip that you had to take because they wanted you to take that trip. Right.
Not because you got to go to, Disney World, because you had to go to,
Nebraska
and do a conference or do a some sort of, meeting that you had to be there in person for whatever reason. I was like, that's ridiculous. And at the time we were also using her credit card to pay for college because our credit, it's cheaper. It was cheaper to put it on the credit card than it was to get the loan, because our interest rate is pretty low on our credit card, and then we just pay it off. So we were doing that game. So that means that now you're playing a fun game of, do I have enough room on this credit card to take this trip and keep the money for the loan until I pay that off? So,
right.
But now everybody's got a company card, so it's way easier. And even the people who don't at my company have one, because there's like a corporate one that I just put in for all their stuff. So when I book hotels or flights or anything like that, it goes on that company card, which is actually the card of the lady who does all the receipts and stuff. So she knows when her stuff shows up. She goes, I didn't go to here, so it must be one of these guys. Anyway, so it's a weird world we live in. Everything's credit, and there's no cash anymore. They got rid of the penny. Who knows? They still got penny mushing machines, though. We're going to run out of pennies because they mushed them all and made them into little flat mermaids.
I was watching a video
of
a guy the other day, went to an amusement park, and every one of those smushed penny machines, he got it. So he just kept doing 2 quarters and a penny.
Yep.
And he'd say that every time.
2 quarters and a penny.
I bet he spent $10 on just pennies.
Swish pennies.
Yeah.
Do you ever collect anything like that for like when you went traveling and stuff? Did you say we're gonna collect smush pennies, or I'm gonna collect thimbles or spoons or?
I have a small shot glass collection.
Small.
Yeah, kind of small, not a lot.
Now, do you still do that, or is that a thing you did for a little while and then just kind of gave up on?
If I see one when I'm traveling that I like, I'll buy it.
Okay. What about you, Amanda? Do you pick up mementos from the places you go?
No. I like to collect found things like
the Gideon
for a
Bible
while-
out of the hotel.
For a while, I was real
found-
good at finding like postcards on the ground that people like dropped or whatever.
Right.
But I don't want to spend money on crap.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who his goal, it was like during COVID or stuff, and he was out walking a bunch because he couldn't be around people. So he was like doing an exercise and just out, walking on the street. And his goal was to collect an entire deck of cards that he just found on the ground.
You can probably do that. I found a lot of cards.
Yeah. He had like two that were like hard for him to get.
Yeah.
But then the rest of them, and I was like, I've never found a playing card on the ground ever.
No.
I think you're just not paying attention.
That's quite
I find
possible.
things all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's the best thing you ever found? I found $20 once. That was pretty good.
I found a lottery ticket for the night that it would like for draw night.
Oh,
that
so
someone
somebody's
left.
fortune just out
Yeah.
there blowing in the
Yeah.
wind like my name is Earl.
And it was a winner. It was like
Shit fire.
it was like maybe $20 or something. It wasn't huge, but I was like,
Still.
my $20.
That sucks on so many levels
Yeah.
too. Because not only did you lose your lottery ticket that could have been millions of dollars, but also it did win, and then you didn't even get your $20.
Yeah. They'll never know. Unless they pick those numbers every time. Like, finally, I got.
I
the
did it. I win.
Powerball
Let me get
or
it out of
whatever.
my son of a bitch. Where it's in my wallet. I put it in my wallet every week. Play the same numbers. Yeah, Bubby. What about you? What's the best thing you ever found just laying around out there in the world?
Probably $20, just like you.
Uh,
I found money.
Yeah. I found it. I was at my grandma's house. It was my dad's mom's house. And we were just out like in their neighborhood, and there was like a parking lot, and I was just kind of poking around out there, and it was just blowed up against the fence. And I was probably 13, 14 years old, and it was the best day of my entire life up to that point.
Right.
Just a free $20 I just found out in the world.
And it's spending on Jolly Ranchers and sort of.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I just wasted it on complete junk. I just bought some muscle wrestlers. You remember muscle wrestlers, Bubby?
What?
Little like flesh colored figurines of wrestlers. You know what I'm talking about, Amanda?
I do know what you're talking about. At first, I thought it was going to be a candy. I'm like, flesh colored candy. That's
No. They were like hard. They're like not hard plastic, but but not like soft plastic either. They're in the medium.
They're like a molded.
Yeah, like a molded, blown. So they started in Japan, and then they came over to the United States, and they were big for like 2 years, muscle wrestlers. And you could buy them like in a 5-pack and like a 10-pack, and they came in like a big trash can, and each one of them was different, and you had to collect them all. It was like around the same time as Garbage Pail Kids. You remember Garbage Pail Kids?
Not really.
Bobby, what?
He just
Arkansas.
made ninja stars and threw them at the barn
Right? Freaking Arkansas.
garage. I don't remember.
All right, so what was the like collectible fad when you were a kid, Bubby, that you remember? Like a thing like all the other kids were having. Like Pogs, but you were too old for Pogs.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Those are expensive. That's an expensive thing for kids to be collecting and trading, is what I'm thinking here.
I don't really remember.
Do you have baseball cards?
Collectible.
You do baseball cards?
I didn't do them, but yeah, I knew of them.
Congratulations.
I've never heard of trash can kids.
Garbage Pail Kids?
Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, Garbage Pail Kids were the best. Okay, so they're cards, collectible cards. And, as you mentioned, Cabbage Patch Kids were huge, right? Mm-hmm. Well, they made these cards, and they're Garbage Pail Kids, okay? So they're the novelty knockoff of the garbage of the Cabbage Patch Kids, and each one of them was like a disgusting they had like a disgusting name and then a gross picture that they put on with it. I'm gonna look up a couple Garbage Pail Kids here for you, and then you would get a pack of them. You get a pack of the cards. Here we go, Garbage Pail Kids, and you'd open it up and then you try to collect the whole set, just like baseball cards or anything else. So some of the ones that I just pulled up here, the Garbage Pail Kids top set here. There's one called Up Chuck, and it's just it looks like a Garbage Pail, Cabbage Patch Baby, and it's just throwing up. Then we got Dead Ted, and he's like a kid crawling out of a grave. He's Dead Ted.
Those are gross.
Art Apart. Yeah, no, that was the whole point of it. Like 100%, that was the whole point. atom bomb. He's got like a big nuclear explosion going off top of his head. I was obsessed. I wish I knew where they were. I really do wish I knew. They're not worth squatting over, I'm pretty sure, but I do kind of wish I knew where they were because I had a little binder with them all in, like a little like a card holder binder that I had them all in, and we'd trade them at school and like and then I couldn't afford it because I got like $5 a week maybe for allowance, and I bet you they were like a buck or two a pack, so I couldn't get many of them, so I'd have to like try to trade with my friends to try to complete the set.
I had the baseball cards with the gum in it.
Yeah,
that was good for about a minute.
Yeah, but you didn't collect baseball cards. You just bought it for the gum,
pretty much.
The tasty gum that came in baseball cards.
For a minute, and then I would spit it out.
How about you, Amanda? Anything? A kid? So you're in pog territory. Are you a pogger?
I think maybe I had like you buy a pack of pogs and that was it. I'm not a trader. Oh. Like I don't like to trade things.
Oh, so no like pin trading or anything like that either.
No. I probably collected stickers, but I wasn't very good at anything like collecting stuff because I'm like, oh, I don't really want to spend my money on it. It's fine. But
see, I was obsessed.
Yeah, I did have probably the like most collector type thing I had was it was like a magazine almost, but it had pictures. It was like Disney Snow White, and it had pictures, but then on some pages it had like a blank page with like 6 squares on it, and you would get stickers to put on those.
Yep.
And I think I maybe got the book in like 2 packs, and I was like, whatever, I'm over this.
They had, so growing up, they had, I was older at this point, they had a Simpsons one of those, where each page would have like blank pictures, and you could buy the packs, and then you'd get the Simpsons things. And I did that, like you, probably 4 or 5 packs, and I was like, all right, this was fun, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. I just recently watched somebody who got obsessed with it and was trying to complete the set and couldn't find 2 of them. And they would just buy boxes of these packs to try to find the 2 cards they were missing. And they could never, and they would have to like order, because they don't make them anymore, obviously. And so they would have to order them from like, and people from like overseas were sending them like German edition versions of these cards, trying to find the 2 cards. I think they did eventually complete the set, but it was like it was one of those deals where, yeah, it's like that the stupid what's the squishmallow thing that's all bedazzled that everyone's crazy about right now? Oh, okay, I'm on my own on this one. I have no idea. Okay, they have these. They're like blind boxes. You and I love a blind box, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
Well, I don't want to complete a set of blind boxes, but I want to open it up and get a Bob's Burger figurine and go, okay, hey, look, I got Louise, and then I put her on the thing, and then I'm done playing that game. But this one has these like these they're kind of like look like stress balls or little squishy things, and one out of every 1,000 or 10,000 or whatever is bedazzled. Oh. And my TikTok for a hot minute was just full of people opening them up and being sorely disappointed about it, and just crushing them in their hands, and the goo would just explode all over the place. And they screamed about not getting the bejeweled one. I'm like, that is not a thing that's not a road I want to go down. Blind boxes was never one I wanted to go down. But see, I also was like big into Magic the Gathering, so like opening packs, I understand.
That's basically like a blind box.
Yeah, 100% it is. I spent so much money on that, and then there was another game called Rage where it was all werewolf themed, and I still have those cards somewhere. I'm pretty sure I know where they are. All my Magic cards are gone now because I had to quit.
Yeah.
Just like when I was playing World of Warcraft, and at one point I spent like over $1,000 on this game. I really need to quit playing this game, and then I just quit, and I never went back because I know if I go back, I'm just going to keep doing that same dumb thing I was doing before. I get upset. I get like dialed in on something. I think everyone knows that about me at this point.
Yeah,
and that is the thing I'm going to do for a while, and then when I realize how much I've spent on it or how much time I've wasted on it, then I go, all right, I need to move on to something else here before this just overtakes my life.
What'd you do with your Magic cards? Do you sell them?
I sold them to a buddy. So I had a friend of mine, a mutual friend of ours named Shane, who you know. Mm-hmm. His mom owned a card store in Branson. And I used to go there all the time to play Magic and buy the Magic cards and stuff. She retired and sold the shop to another guy named Jeff. And I was friends with him as well. And eventually I was like, I got to get out. And I sold him my whole set, everything I had. I was like, you need to take it all. I can't keep any of it. You got to take every bit of it.
All or nothing.
Yeah, I need to be out, because if I'm not out, I'm going to be back in. And some people at work here recently have gotten into playing, like just a friend group of playing. And I thought, I could get back into that. That wouldn't be that. And I was like, nope. That is a terrible plan. And nope. So, do you ever, nothing like that, Bubby?
No.
You never get like big into something? Like
no cards. No.
Not cards, but like Bubby bought had 60 RC cars at one point. That's what I'm just imagining here.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. But that was as a kid, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like as an adult.
No.
Nothing you ever, Amanda, anything you ever get obsessed with? Just me. I'm just full of crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll buy that.
It's not crazy. There's an entire industry that supports that.
I think it's more like
I think it's like a personality thing.
Oh yeah, it's right up there with like gamblers and alcoholics and stuff. Yeah. It's that same dopamine drip. Mm-hmm. You're just getting it somewhere else. It's less damaging to your body, but not any better for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll get hyper fixated on something like that and just pour it all in, and then at some point just go, all right, I got to walk away from this, and here I go. So the only thing I've never done that with is video games. I'll get obsessed with a video game, but there's usually a finite endpoint for, if I'm obsessed with a video game, that I'm just going to be like, all right, either I've done this all, I'm good now, there's not much more I can do here, or I finished the game and I can move on with my life.
And you're not spending extra money on those, right?
No, you buy, usually, usually I am not spending extra money on it. Now, so I'm playing Diablo right now, which has been, my wife just looked it up. The first one came out like the 90s.
Yeah.
And they recently put out an expansion, and I spent another chunk of money on that. So yes, they can get me again. Yeah. But I'm not buying. But it's not like I'm not buying the premium currency. As we know with The Simpsons, when I played The Simpsons, I did not buy the premium currency. I earned it the hard way. I am at heart a freemium player when it comes to that kind of stuff. But like card games and stuff, no, I'm going to give them all my money because I'm stupid. And my wife, so we're on the health kick journey now, right? We're eating better. We're not ordering out. There's not going to be a thing of food sitting out there when you guys leave tonight. We're trying to do better with our life, and that's what she's now like hyper fixated on is that we're reading articles and we're watching videos and we're doing all kinds of stuff.
Doing the GLP-1.
No, we're not. That's cheating. That's not how a freemium player plays. That's how one of them, those people who buy the premium currency, that's how they play. If you're a whale, even more so in this case for the GLP-1, but if you're paying to lose that weight, that's not how you do it.
Oh.
So we as always, we're doing it the hard way. As my wife says, we're poor for fun, and we're doing this the hard way for fun. So we'll
eating
see.
Right and exercising.
Right. It turns out, Bubby, that no matter what they tell you, calorie deficit and exercise is actually the way you lose weight, weirdly.
Yep. So
we'll see how this all goes for us, but we're on a thing and we're sticking to it, so can't complain too much. I found out an interesting fact here recently that I thought I would share with the podcast people at home. Did you know? So that there's the Arctic and there's the Antarctic, right?
Okay.
Do you know? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I'm curious. Does Bobby know there's an Arctic and an Antarctic?
I was just wondering where you're going with this.
Okay. So, and one of them has polar bears, right? And one of them doesn't, right? Do you know that? This is a question for you, Bobby.
No, I did not know didn't have bears.
Right. So one of them doesn't have bears. Amanda, did you know this?
Yeah.
And one of them has bears. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to write a word here into Google, and I have misspelled it. Hold on. Freak me. Arctic. I could not spell the word Arctic. There was an F in there at one point. And then she just wrote all those words down for me. So So, Bubby, how it works is one of them has bears, polar bears. Okay, I think they both have penguins, but one of them has bears and one of them doesn't have bears. Now, here's the cool thing about it. This is the thing I found out. This is the thing I was bringing to the podcast. The word Arctic in Latin, okay, it says it ultimately stems from the ancient Greek word Arctikos, meaning northern, which traces back to Arctos, meaning bear. So like the what do you call it? Like Pisces and Libra and Virgo, the astrology sign, the star sign for bear was Arctos. Okay, so they named the one that has bears the Arctic, which means bears, and then they named the other one the Antarctic. Which means
no bears.
No bears.
That makes sense.
So if you're trying to ever remember which one has which, you just know that Arctic means bear and Antarctic means anti-bear or no bear.
And Antarctic is really cold. And Arctic is not as cold.
Is that true?
Yep.
How?
So Antarctic, there's not as many like animal species that live there because it's so cold.
Okay.
And so in the Arctic, it's milder there.
Is this because of how the world is tilted? Like crookedy?
Maybe. I don't remember why, but I remember that from school.
Because that's weird to me because like they're both like, it's the top and the bottom. It's the North Pole and the South Pole. Santa Claus, not Santa Claus. Santa Claus and Krampus. I don't know where Krampus lives, but let's say he lives at the Antarctic. You would think they would be the same temperature. Like they're both on
probably because of the way it's tilted, the Arctic would see more sun.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So it's warmer.
That's all melting anyway. All that's going, and the bears don't have anywhere to be because all the ice is melting, and so they're just gonna move into Bubby's house, I guess. One of the people at work said, "I would like to meet."
It's too hot here.
It's too hot for them. One of the person I worked with said, "I would like to see a polar bear, but not up close." I was like, "That is the correct answer because that polar bear will straight up just eat you." I was like, "You can go to St. Louis Zoo. They got a big old one up there. Mm-hmm. He's ginormous.
Probably got a stuffed one over here at Bass Pro."
At least the head.
You gotta, if you're gonna be around a polar bear, just make sure there's a lot of seals.
Right.
Between you,
or bring a buddy dressed as a seal. Hey, bub, you want to go see some
walrus? Dang, you'd be real excited about a walrus.
I'll just push Bubby down if the bears start coming. That's a seal. Get it.
I just gotta run faster than you.
Okay.
Dressed as a seal. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Again, you're only going if you're dressed as a seal. Because they've mapped, like they've flown over and they've had satellite images of all the Antarctic, but they haven't covered like any of that territory. They got like 2 bases down there, and they're like, this is cold enough and terrible enough. We ain't going outside. And then like for half the year, it's just dark as hell down there anyway. So I don't think I want to be like an Arctic explorer. Them dudes that's a special, like especially back in like the 1800s where they just get in a boat and like, we're going to the North Pole, and they just get in that boat and start heading towards the North Pole and then get out and start walking. I am not that person. I've never been that person. I've never wanted to be that person. What's the big, like, Bubby, would you go on an Arctic adventure?
No, I don't even want to go to Alaska.
You don't want to go to Alaska? We got against Alaska.
Cold.
Not during the summer. It's not.
I would rather go to the Arctic than the Antarctic.
Yes. A, it's warmer.
Yes.
And B, polar bears, ?
Yeah.
You can see them from a safe distance. It'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then they got polar bears like living in houses up there now too. Like they have like old abandoned research stations, and the bears just moved in. They're like,
that's smart.
We live here now. This is our house. You can come over if you want. We ain't got cable, but you can still come over and hang out. We got Settlers of Catan you can play.
We'll share a seal with you.
Yeah, we'll split a seal with you if you want. So wait a minute. So you don't think it's cold in Alaska all the time?
No.
Okay.
I just I
think you'd have a good time in Alaska.
Do a cruise or something, but I don't know if I'd be interested or not.
Well, you can't drive. You can't like go up there and like drive around. There's like 8 hours between towns up there because the Alaskan highway is not even remotely the direct route to anything.
I've seen Alaska Truckers, the show.
The Ice Road Truckers. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's bigger. It's the biggest state we got. Yeah. There's a lot of room up there. Yeah, by a lot. I mean, it's bigger. It's bigger than Oklahoma. I'll tell you that right now. I can say that for a fact. It's bigger than Oklahoma.
I don't remember when it was. I haven't played in a while, so it had to have been a few months ago. But on the game where they drop you somewhere in the world and you try to guess it.
We talked about that. GeoGuessr.
Yeah, and it was in Alaska, and I had to move a long time to find something where I'm like, maybe I'm here. A lot of the same.
Did you just guess Alaska, or did you have to guess the goal? I'm near Nome.
The goal is to get as close as you can.
Yeah.
And so once I finally got to an area that looked mildly populated, I was like, okay, well then I'm probably in this area,
right.
But
I watched a dude once look at the picture and turn around and then drop his pin, and he was across the parking lot from where he dropped his pin. And I was like, all right, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, some of those you're like, oh yeah, I know where this is.
They go they look at the guardrails and okay, this is in Germany.
Yeah.
And then they go, okay, and then that
or the plants or the color of the road or
And that bush over there can only be in the northern part of Germany.
Yeah.
And this road is red, so that means I'm in Dusseldorf. Mm-hmm. And he goes, so I think I'm right about here, and then he's a mile from there. And you're like, I've gotten lost in Springfield multiple times.
Yeah. It's just a matter of if I'm sure that person does it every day.
So I used to make the drive between Springfield and Branson all the time, 5 days a week. One day I'm coming back at night and it's real foggy out. And I straight up got lost on the road that has no exits between here and there. No real exits between here and there. I was unsure where I was. I was I hope I'm not in Arkansas. Because I don't know. It was so foggy and I could see so little of the surroundings around me. Mm-hmm. That all happened once on Table Rock Lake when I was on a boat at night. And I was just trying to keep it between the two pieces of dirt was all my entire goal was. We had a light on and I was honking the horn the whole time. And I was like, please don't run into me out here because I'm stupid. We had some friends who had a houseboat and we were out there with them on the houseboat. But I can't imagine just knowing where you are just by looking at just looking around and knowing where you are. Those guys got it. That is a highly specialized skill too. There's very, very little call for that skill.
It's just time. I mean, it's good if you get kidnapped.
I guess, yeah. Oh, I'm in Poland. All right.
There's a lot of countries. I think I could be I think this is where I am.
Oh, could you?
Yeah, I play that game a lot.
Oh, okay.
You see a lot.
All right. I was just thinking you just had that. If I was in these countries, I would know where.
And those guys don't either. It's just playing that.
You don't think if I dropped them in, or do you think if I dropped them into one of those countries,
No, I think because they've played this game so much, they've seen so much, and now they're oh, I know at least a general area where this is. I bet I can narrow it down. That's what you do.
Yeah. There's also a guy on the internet who's that you send him a picture of yourself somewhere and then he'll find where you were. You're you'll be like, hey, I bet you can't find me. And then he goes, okay, it looks like you're next to this and those are in these states. And then I can see this thing, which is only here. And so he'll narrow it down and then he'll get on Google Maps and he'll kind of move around till he can figure out exactly where you are. Then he'll line it up so the shot, he'll be on Street View and he'll line it up so the shot's the same shot. And he goes, you were right here in the parking lot of this Taco Bell in Muncie, Indiana. Mm-hmm. One time, I used to watch his videos all the time, and one time the dude clicked a picture. I go, I know exactly where that motherfucker is. Yeah. And he was at the top of the Eiffel Tower at King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia, and I only knew it because I had been on top of that Eiffel Tower about 1 billion times as a kid. And I was like, I don't know what that ride is. I don't know what that ride is. I don't know what that ride is. And you were definitely at King's Dominion. Mm-hmm. And he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna. And he started going through it. I was like, buddy, you don't have to do this. I already know where he is. So. It's an enviable talent, but also not a very.
It's not a talent,
or a skill, I guess.
It's just time of looking at details.
You put in your 10,000 hours, and now you're an expert of. I know where I am in the world.
Yeah,
that's all right. I mean, if you can have a useless talent, a useless skill, that's not a bad one to have. Wish I had
it's just fun.
Like a 10,000.
It's like a puzzle.
If I had like a 10,000 hour useless skill, that'd be pretty good. But I am, as always, the jack of all trades. I play with something until I get it figured out, and then I move on with my life. I'm not gonna get to be like the number one.
Does someone ever just take a picture of them in the woods by trees? And
you have to give him something, I think, is how it worked. Or he wouldn't pick, like, here I am in a cave.
But I bet he could figure it out.
Here I'm in my bedroom.
Like in this game, you get dropped and all you see is like landscape and a lot of it looks the same. But like once you like really look and you're like, okay, these trees are typically found in this region, and you know. Yeah,
those dudes, the GeoGuessr guys, they've got that shenanigans figured out. Yeah. Like I said, they will look at the guardrails on the side of the road that you're on and go, okay, that has to be that's like southern United States. And then they're like, okay, and those trees are like Louisiana, and then okay, this and then that and then this, and then you're here. And you're like, ooh, shoot. You can't hide from those guys. That's what I'm saying. If you're on the run, don't let them look at a picture where you're at, because they're going to find your ass.
I want you both to do it sometime and just see how close you get to.
All right,
whatever.
Let's set up a thing. I think we can set up a competition here, can't we?
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be a competition. I just think you'd be surprised by like what you can figure out pretty quick.
How far can we move from our starting point? Because a lot of times they're not like they don't let themselves move, or they only can move like so many moves.
It depends. Like the one I've been doing lately is timed, so you only get like a certain number. And like the more time you get, the harder it is, you know.
Right.
So,
right. But you can
move,
go down the road, look
like
for
move through
street
Google
signs,
Maps,
and stuff.
Is it a game you download on your phone?
I think it's just a website.
It's just a website.
Yeah.
It's called. I'm pretty sure it's called GeoGuessr.
I know that's one of them.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one I've been doing.
We'll check it out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our homework, Bobby. Me and you. We're gonna get on the GeoGuessr and see how we do.
It's fun.
And we guess where somebody else is.
No. You just. So it drops you basically like into like Google Maps or like Google Earth. It drops you somewhere and you just.
But it doesn't show you zooming in. It just you just appear somewhere.
You just it's like you teleported in somewhere and you're like, where am I? And you like spin around and then you can walk in either direction, and then you get a map and you just.
It's the world.
Drop a pin somewhere and then see how close you are. Yeah. I've been very wrong sometimes, so I'm like, got that one.
I think I'm in Arizona. You are, in fact, in Tunisia.
Right.
Damn it. That is not going to score well.
The ones that I think I'm the worst at, and I'm so sorry to all the people of Australia and New Zealand. Oh. Sometimes some of those are really like similar to me, or I get them like geographically like mixed up, and I'm like, well,
I'm gonna be real honest with you. If it drops me in Australia and I don't see the Sydney Opera House, I don't know where I am.
Yeah,
that is just Scott we'd need Scott for that one,
right.
But for me, no.
Yeah,
I'm be like Australia, and then I'm just gonna pick a spot and hope for the best.
Michael.
Yeah, well, I was saying Scott used to live in Australia too, so between him and Michael, they'd be good at that one.
And there's some places that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I never,
right?
I didn't know this would be so pretty.
I might go visit here.
Right? I won't. I'll just play the game and visit that way.
I'm gonna visit virtually. I played that game with I had the Google goggles, the VR goggles, and that's the thing I played with most, was just dropping myself into different places in the world. I'm gonna go to Paris, and I get in Paris, and you look around, you're like, this is Paris. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So. All right. I have finished book 6 of Digger Carl.
Nice.
We have hit the 9th floor for those of you playing along at home.
Nice.
And there have been some twists here recently that I am not super happy about.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it all plays out here. Have you finished all the books yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay. We have to figure out what our next...
I'm taking my time because I know there's only so many out now. I'm taking my time.
This is Magic the Gathering all over again.
Yeah.
I am in, and I'm committed, and I need to know what happens next. I got this book and the new one that came out, and then I'm screwed.
Yeah. I've read other books in between.
Oh.
So.
What?
That's
not something I can manage.
Why?
If I start the thing, we are going to on till the end, baby. We are not going to divert to. I can't keep that many. I got to keep one thing in my head at a time.
Oh,
so we are doing Digger Carl till we're out of Digger Carl. Then we'll move on to something else.
But then you'll at some point have to go back.
Oh, that's the worst. For me, it is the literal worst because my short-term memory is so terrible that I usually end up having either to start over, which I don't want to do, or I just go back and read the book that was before it and just be lost the first half of the book before it and until I remember where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then I can cruise to the next one. Freaking Wheel of Time. I'm looking directly at you with your 4 years and 5 years between a book. And I had to restart that series 3 different times.
Is there a tiger on one of those books on the cover?
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Nice. I don't know how I know that, but I know that.
There's 14 of those books. And I started reading those books when there were 5 of those books. And then that dude died.
Oh.
And then another dude had to finish it off for us because...
left you in the middle of...
Left us right in the middle of this epic series. It's a popular one. They made a TV series that also got canceled. So yeah, I also tried to go back and read a couple books from when I was a teenager, and I read a lot of trash back then. It turned out, and I got 2 books into the series and went, oh, yeah, this is not for me anymore. This is for 15-year-old me. This is not for 50-year-old me. Got it. That what I thought was funny back then is not funny now.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know that there's a tiger on one of those?
Because you just stared at it at the Barnes and Noble one day, more than likely.
What section is that in?
Fantasy, for sure.
I'm not sure I've ever been in that section.
Really? It's the only section of that bookstore I've ever been in. That and where they have the games. That's the only 2 places I've ever been in that. And maybe I looked at the manga once or twice and went, this is not for me.
Maybe I saw it on Amazon when Amazon was books back in the day or something.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, we have to figure out what our next
interesting.
Our next book for the
no one's written us anything. No one
club.
cares.
Well, it was fun for me. Bubby, we're going to task you with finding the next book. Okay? And it can't be one of the Left Behind books because we already covered those. So you think about it. You get on the Amazons, get on the Kindle, and find us a book for the next.
And it can't be the whole Bible. It can be a book of the Bible.
Right. But I would accept Dwarf on Golf if you went that route. So Dwarf. Or a Dave Barry book. This seems like books Bubby would read.
What's a Dave Barry book?
You know who Dave Barry is?
I don't think so.
He man, for a while Dave Barry was so. You remember Dave Barry?
Yeah, because some of the shows were based on things he wrote.
Yeah. So he writes funny haha stories. And he's got a shit ton of books. And is Sniglets him? Is Sniglets Dave Barry? Remember Sniglets, Bubby? Those are made up words that are that could be words but aren't words, but he made them up to be. It's kind of like German has a word for everything. He was making up words for everything. And they're called Sniglets. I don't know if that was shit fire. This podcast is going to run long. Just buckle up, kids. We're going to go here in a second, but
Harry Anderson, didn't he do a show that was based on?
That's Night Court, and
Insane City, or is that a different? There's a different Dave Barry. There's a fantasy Dave Barry, and then there's a.
Yeah, this Dave Barry is books like I'm mature when I'm mature when I'm dead.
Or Dave Barry is not making this up.
Yeah. Class Clown is another Dave Barry book.
I don't really like things that are trying to be funny.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't think that's for me.
Probably not. Now I got to look up who the Sniglet guy was here, and then we can get going. I don't even know how to spell Sniglet. Sniglet. Sure. Rich Hall was Sniglets. Rich Hall did impersonations. He was a stand-up comic who also did impersonations.
Oh.
All right. I've derailed this podcast long enough. If you've liked this podcast or any of the ones any of the 149 ones we've done previous to this point, you can check us out over at our website. It's allfishandships.com. You can write to us. We'd love to hear about your book suggestions for the next book we read on the book club.
The one after Bubby picked.
Well, I have a feeling it's going to take
one.
Yeah, it's going to take Bubby a while to pick a book. It's the feeling I got here.
Oh,
it's raining outside.
It's raining. God dang it. Thanks, Obama. So check us out over there. You can write us at sellfishandchips@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook. We have posted a couple things here recently. Bubby posted all the Parker's graduation stuff. So check us out over there. Facebook group. It's all Fish and Chips. Or if you'd like to be a supporter of the podcast and get your name read on every single episode of the podcast, then you can head on over to patreon.com.
I haven't had time to make a bracelet for you yet, Sarah, but I will.
Okay. I also have not asked the child to draw us a picture yet.
I've asked Parker.
Oh, have you?
He keeps forgetting.
Okay. If he doesn't get it, I'm going to get Beck to make one.
Maybe you should give him the $3.
Or
and it's his first job.
oh, there you go. It's like a Fiverr gig, but you're not even going to pay him the full Fiverr. You're just going to give him $3 for the picture. You know what? Got to start somewhere. Anyway, patreon.com. If you sign up there for to be a friend of the podcast, it's only $3 a month. Then you can get your name read on every single episode of the podcast, just like Carol and Anthony and Jordan and KK and Sarah and Stu and super user Ed, Omega level user Ryan, and our super duper user Caroline. We didn't manage to get the Dungeons and Dragons recorded yet, but we are going to get back to that. So for those of you in love with that series, don't worry, we'll be back. Back to the STD to find out what happens next. Having said all of that, my name's Thor.
Bobby.
Bye.
And remember, folks, no matter what you got going on in your life, it's all fish and chips. What's she doing?
She's like scared of the mats that are on the
they're new
table.
Yeah.
She's like jerking back.
Yeah. What is this new stuff? I don't like new stuff.
Right.
She's currently locked up. She can't go outside. Keeps eating grass and throwing up in the house.
That's what life's about, though.
That's what life's about. Eat some grass and throw up. Take that words of wisdom with you when you go, kids. Bye.